Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Carrie here from Carrie Counts Cash. You guys are all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. It is late Thursday night, the 2nd of August, and this is my first cash stuffing of the month. Today is going to be the first of 3 paychecks because it is a magic month. I'm so pumped about it. We are stuffing $1,525 today. So let's count and see if it's all here. 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 870, 890, 910, 930, 950, 970, 990, 1,010, 1,030, 1,050, 1,070, 1,090, 1110, 1130, 1150, 1170, 1190, 1210, 1230, 1250, 1270, 1290, 1310, and 1330. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,400, and 10, 20, 30, 40. So 1,440 so far. 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1,500, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. 15, 25. So it is all there, and I'm gonna grab my cash envelopes. We will get stuffing. We will start with just because I have nothing in here and we're actually not putting anything, so that's just going to the side. Groceries, I have $5 left, and so this will be going to my 100 envelope savings challenge. I am just gonna set this just a bit over further to the side, and we will stuff $200 in here for this period. So 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, and 200 going into groceries. I will be going to the store to buy just a couple of things tomorrow, and then I go to Nova Scotia on Monday. I'm going to be down there from the 5th to the 8th, so that will take care of a good few days, and then I just don't know what my plans are after that. Drinks, I'm doing $15, and I'm doing 3 5s in here. Eating out is getting 100, which is a lot, but because I'm on vacation and I am going away, I expect I'll be spending more. So we're gonna do 3 20s, 2 10s, and 4 5s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100 in there. And hopefully that will get us through. I am so bad pulling out of my grocery budget if I spend all of this. Gas, we have money left. We have $70. So we're gonna set this to the side. That's also going in 100 envelopes. And we are gonna put 150 in here. So 50, 100, 120, 140, 145, and 150 in gas. I do need to fill up my car. Any gas that I spend while I'm on the road, I will take that out of my travel budget. But this is here for when I get back, and I actually have a decent amount. I probably have half a tank in there right now, so I should be good. But I will fill up before I go with my budgeted gas money for the 2-week period, and then anything on top of that I will just spend from my travel. Side quest is my basically my self-care envelope. And I think I'm putting 35 in here this time. Yes, I'm doing 35. And so I don't ever pull money out of here to go into my 100 envelope savings challenge. I just leave that to build up. So now we have 20, 40, 50, and 55. So that is good. And that is it for my cash envelopes. But I will see if I have any change in my purse. I'm not quite sure I do, but we'll see. So let me dig. A fair amount of it, actually. So 2, 3, 5, 7, and 30. $7.30. We're just gonna throw that in the jar. And I will grab my saving challenges so that we can put the money for 100 envelopes away. Envelopes, we'll just get this $75 here, so 50, 70, and 5. So now in here we have 1,000, 2,000, 21, 22, 23, 23.50, 23.70, 23.90, $23.95, and $2,400 in my 100 envelope savings challenge. So I'm hoping to have this at minimum at $2,500 by the end of the month, but I think I'm going to budget specifically for it in my last magic paycheck of the month. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my blue, and because we have 75, I'm just going to color in this 75 here. Let that dry a second. And then we will stuff my monthly savings challenge. I have left the cards out. They're right here. So last time I scratched off 35 and 25, so we're putting $60 in here, 50 and 60. I'm just gonna throw it right inside. We allocate this at the end of every month, and I'm gonna scratch for these two here in August. Or what I might do actually, because I only have 2 numbers left, but I do actually have 2 paychecks in August, I might only just do one of them. So let's do here. And $40 is what we will budget for in the next pay period. Great, so that brings me to Saveopoly, which is last but not least for budgeted savings challenges. So this is Saveopoly's pile, and last time we landed on save $50, so I'm just tossing a 50 in. We don't sort this and we don't count this. I was hoping to save up to the end of the year, but things right now are maybe a little bit tight, so I might pull this out early, but I haven't fully decided on that. I might just budget it out basically at the beginning of September, and I know that's a cop-out. I haven't fully decided, like I said, so we will see about that. But let's roll for next time. So we got 3, so 1, 2, 3. And every time I pass go, I like to add $50 to my savings. Because I pass go, I'm gonna do 50 plus the 35 that I landed on. So I'm budgeting $85 for Saveopoly next go round. Make a little dot there. let's move on to bills. So buffer, we used some of this last pay just so that we could make up the difference in the actual usage of electricity for my last basically period. So every year my payments get reassessed, and it was a bit higher than I was expecting, so I pulled some out of buffer. We're gonna add $5. And so now we have 100 in the bank, 200, 210, 215, and 220. And my payment did go up, but we will budget for that moving forward. Cell phone always gets 50. And then there is extra cash in here. This is all just for my device because I had to get a new phone unexpectedly in like April-ish, so that is in there as well. 100 plus 1,000 something. We counted it in the last video. I think it was the bill swap video. I had counted that. Insurance is gonna get 155, so 150, and then another 5 makes 155. This is for both my house and my car insurance every month. Power bill was $220. We are going to stuff we're gonna stuff for $260. So we're gonna stuff $130 every budget period. So 100, 120, and 130 in there now. And it's been hot as balls like all summer long. I know I'm not in like one of the southern states where it's always like super hot, but it's been really humid here, and we haven't really gotten a break from the humidity. Even when it's been raining and thundering, it's been really humid. So I have been using my air conditioner non-stop, and then of course when I'm not using my air conditioner, there's only like a good week or two that I just don't have to run anything before I turn my heat on, because that's just how it is where I live. I love the summer temperatures, but at the same time, my bank account does not. Subscriptions is getting 10. This is iCloud and Spotify. TV internet gets 90, so 50, 70, and 90 in here. It already should have 90. So 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, and 180. So this and cell phone are fully funded for the month, which is great. And utilities is my water sewer bill, which I pay every year in June. So we're saving up for next year's. We're putting 20 and 5 in there. So 125 total in utilities because there's 100 in the bank. And that is it for bills. We're popping into savings. So we always start with emergency fund. Today we're putting in $20. And in emergency, we have 1,000, 500, 600, 700, 1750, 1770, 1790, 1800, and 1805. And we will roll to see what we are stuffing next period. A 9. So we're gonna do $5 next time. Nest egg is general savings, and we are doing $5. And we will add this to the money in here. Makes 120, 125, and 130 in nest egg. My parents get their usual $30, 15 for each, my mom and my dad. So 20 and 10 makes the 30. And in here total, we now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 500, and 510. So I will be putting a placeholder in there at the end of the month. Finally. Now TFSA is just gonna get $35. I know that's a weird amount, but that's what I chose to do today. So we have 5,000, 7,500, 8,500, 8,600, and then 20, 35, 86, 35 in my TFSA. This will eventually be where my 100 envelope savings challenge goes to fully fund this. I'm very pleased with its progress so far. And car payment is just an extra payment that I'm putting on my car. At some point, I haven't decided exactly when that will be. I'm just saving up right now. So we're gonna throw $25 in here. Now, every month I do pay a little bit extra. I probably end up paying just about $32 or $33 more than what my payment actually is. So I always am contributing just a little bit more, but this is on top of that to knock out that debt as fast as I can. So 20, 40, 45, and 50. Typically I would be doing a little bit more, but things are kind of shuttered right now. Money's a little bit more tight than it has been. So we are just not stressing about it, and we're doing what we can do. And that is it for savings. Now we are actually not stuffing much for my short-term sinking funds. We're not stuffing buffer. There's $10 in there. Clothing has 30. Electronics should have 25. Health has 25. Miscellaneous has 10. Planner supplies has 5. And then special occasions is the first one in here we're stuffing. We're gonna put $40 in here, and I am just going to be giving this money to my niece when I go to Nova Scotia for her birthday. That is on the 10th of August, so it's coming right up. And then after that, the next holiday I think we will stuff for should be Thanksgiving. We'll stuff for that and Halloween like kind of concurrently. So this money will be gone next time you see me. And Stock Up is gonna get $20, but I basically spent this on nail polish. I pay somebody to do my fingernails, but I do have to paint my toenails before I go away because they were a disaster. So let me know down in the comments what one of your weird quirks is. A weird quirk about me is that if my toenails are not painted, it drives me crazy. I can't stand it. I have to have them painted. Whether that's clear or not, they just cannot be bare. For the love of God, I can't hack it. So let me know a really weird quirk about you, if you feel comfortable sharing. But we're all pretty cool here, so no pressure. If you don't want to, that's cool too. What next? Let's pop into future really quickly. We're also not stuffing much in here. Memberships, we're skipping. Christmas, we're skipping. Contingency plan, I believe we're skipping. The only two we're stuffing is Polaris and taxes. So Poe, I did spend some money on treats and things, but we are going to add $10 to both necessities and his spending category. So 10 for necessities. And so in here we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. And I don't need to get him food this time, but I will here in a little bit. So this is building up for that. And then spending, he's good on treats and stuff now. So Basically, we're just building a little bit of a buffer in here, so we have 35 for spending. Because he got lots of treats on my last run to Walmart. Spending and necessities we've chatted about. In total there, it looks like he has 110, and then emergencies he has 1,000 in the bank. So 1110 for Poe. For taxes, we are doing 120 in property tax. So 120. And now we have 1,000, 500, 600, 20, 40, and 60. So 1660 in property taxes. And then in income taxes, we have another 100. So 1760 in there. Not a ton in memberships. There is a fair bit though in contingency plan. And Christmas has just under 400, I believe. That brings me to my last binder. We are going to be putting this IOU in. That's what it's been sitting here for. And this is going into home maintenance, but we are not stuffing anything in most of these categories. So for furniture, I did end up buying a bathroom cabinet from Wayfair on their Black Friday and July sale. Cost me about 320 bucks. And because I had 3 paychecks this month, I just broke that number down into 3. So we're going to be stuffing $110 in here today to make up for that. So 110 going in furniture, and I will pay that off at the end of the month. And that is it for these home maintenance categories to be stuffed. Home decor has nothing. Appliances has just over $400. Other has like 10 or 15 bucks. Looks like just 10. Renovations is empty right now. I really need to get my crap together. And seasonal has like $675, I think. So there is a decent amount of money in there, but hopefully after my bathroom cabinet arrives, I'll be done spending for the foreseeable future. But my office is still a hot mess. I had bought that office cabinet, and then Dad needs to come down and help me drill some holes. So everything is like spread out all over the floor and piled on top of the printer and whatnot. Next time, like, it will be so much better because I'm literally just squeezed into a very small spot at my desk at the moment. And Poe is not allowed in here because there's just so many hazards. So he's out in the living room. I'm sorry that he didn't cameo in this video. And then last but not least, we're going to put some money in weekenders. We're just going to toss this $25 in here. And this should cover my trip to Nova Scotia. We are going to be doing something. I think we're going to go to a beach. They haven't exactly told me what beach, which I love showing up down there and they're like, oh yeah, let's go do this, let's go do that. And then they just like show me around Nova Scotia. And we do something fun every time. I'm going down on Monday, so I'll get there late Monday. I will stay all of Tuesday and Wednesday. And then I will come home on Thursday. So I'll be home like supper time on Thursday. And then it's my niece's birthday that next weekend, and they're going to be busy with that. But worked out great because they were on vacation this week and I was on vacation. So it's so nice. And actually, this might be the last time that I go to this home because they sold this lake house and they ended up buying another one. I think that this lake that they live on is better, just in terms of like the actual lake, but they like the social environment better on the new lake. So they have sold and moved up there, but the house that they're moving into is a lot bigger and it's not that far away from the lake. It's just like a little quick trail walk down there. And I mean like 30 seconds, like it's nothing. But I think they have a really beautiful spot. And so I know I'm going down this time, which may be my last at this place, and then next time I might be seeing a different place. I think they're gonna drive me by the new place. They probably will, but I might be going back to help them move in a little bit. I don't know that for sure. They have lots of friends and stuff. They don't need me, but at the same time, it just gives me an excuse to like spend more time with my brother and see his new house, which is cool. So 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190, 200, and 210 in weekenders. And also their dog, I don't know if I've said this before, one of their dogs, they have two, Bernedoodle, he has a bad habit of eating like socks and underwear. He has went to the vet for the third surgery after eating a pair of God knows what. I don't know what. We didn't ask this time, but I'm hoping that we're probably just going to have a chill few days when I'm there because he's still recovering from surgery and hopefully it'll be, you know, good and nothing intense will happen, uneventful. That's as old as I am starting to get. I know I'm not old, like don't even give me crap about that because I know that some of you that watch are a little bit older than me, but you're only as old as you feel, right? But the older I get, the more my motto is just that let's hope for an uneventful day. Let's hope nothing bad happens. If something good happens, great, but honestly, I just like status quo. Okay. Long ramble short. Now, weekenders, I think we said we had 210 or 215 in there. Yeah, 210. And then spending, there's a couple bucks in here, like 10 bucks. Flights has 155. Accommodations has 15. Miscellaneous has nothing. Pre-trip has 15. Dining has 250 in the bank. And fun has a whole whopping $15. So there is money in there. I'm hoping obviously not to spend it all. If I do, I mean, hey, life's about experiences, right? So that, guys, is it for the stuffing. I know I didn't stuff much for my sinking funds, but like I said, money's a bit tighter and I have more priorities right now, especially paying off that furniture that I had bought. And then I had to save up a big chunk for Maya's birthday really quickly, and going away right now is kind of my biggest event coming up. So I just put more money towards those and I will be a little bit more conscious, but I did work some overtime and that should be coming out. I'll put that on my pay at the end of August, and I don't generally pay like bills out of my Magic paycheck because I wouldn't normally have it, so I don't rely on it. But sometimes I'll put a little extra money to property tax or utilities or things like that, but not my regular bills. And that should be a good paycheck. We will do savings challenges then. I have nothing left to do savings challenges with this time. I hope you guys understand. And I will see you when I see you. I hope you have a lovely week, weekday, weekend, start of the month, whatever it may be. Love you all. Bye, YouTube.